Holy smokes! How's everybody doing? Did you see the Hasbro earnings? Did you guys see? Oh yeah, high quality. Spent a lot of time on film. Whoa. High quality. Spent a lot of time on filming. All right, Hasbro earnings today, folks. Well, Hasbro stock skyrocketed. Yeah. Obviously, we're not going to go through the earnings thing. We've done that in the past and previous times, but I wanted to mostly just point out the specific comment and the specific details of Hasbro mentioning the tabletop and the gaming, including Magic the Gathering type thing, with the ridiculous revenue expansion year over year. And I know coming from 2020, everything looks more dramatic. And the margins and everything. Just, again, we had talked about this last 6 months in this channel. As Hasbro continues to do direct-to-market with Secret Lair in acquiring larger chunks of the pie, and as Hasbro continues to funnel more product, Time Spiral Remastered, good old TSR, instead of going through distribution with 3,000 LGSs, they are going to be dumping these pallets direct-to-market and capturing a larger margin. And yes, there's side effects, resealed, people get hosed, and the consumer, nobody cares about the consumer. Ask Papa Hasbro, they don't care. The point is, we're starting to see these numbers expand. Remember how Hasbro stated in like 3 months or 6 months ago, they wanted to double the revenue of Wizards of the Coast in the tabletop gaming category in like a couple years or something? Or what was it, 2 years or 3 years? Or ridiculous. And I discussed this many months ago. They are going to make this a reality. They will make it happen because they are learning the difference of not only pumping continuous tons of product to the market, but then every product you pump, they're increasing margins, and they're also raising prices. So they're raising prices, getting more revenue per box. What is this? First printing. Nice little. They're raising revenue per box by making the boxes more expensive. Then after the initial release, they're taking like Time Spiral Remastered boxes, putting them right on the open market, and they're getting paid $250, $260, $270 on Amazon. So even if they're netting $230, they're netting $230 a box instead of maybe netting $150 a box. So they're doubling their margins on actually selling the product. They're raising their MSRP that doesn't exist, which we all know exists. And on top of that, they're increasing Secret Lairs and discussing membership things, discussing additional quantities of Secret Lairs. And most likely we will have probably 50, 60 Secret Lairs by the end of the year. Or, as many people say, 1 per week, or of course 4 to 5 per month, blah, blah, blah. So none of this is surprising. I don't know why people are freaking out going, Rudy, did you see Hasbro stock? I mean, again, in a full disclosure too, I do own a couple hundred shares of Hasbro stock. I think my cost basis is maybe like 85, 88, something like that. I bought like a brick of 100 shares in 2019. I added another brick of 100 in like 2020. And then like another brick of 100 shares I think I did maybe like a month ago. And that was the highest price I paid like a month or two ago or something. Because again, I discuss this with everybody based on what I'm seeing, based on the amount of money I spend with them, based on the amount of money that I can see that they're going to bring in, they are going to hit these goals. They are going to hit these margins. The quantity number, like when I get a pallet of Modern Horizons 2 in, and it says pallet number, 99 or pallet number 140, I'm going, holy smokes, 140 pallets? And these are set boxes at like $200 a piece? And I'm going, 300 boxes on a pallet, or 280 or whatever it was, or 230, those were bigger boxes. And I'm like, 250 times 200? It's like, holy crap, times $250 times 250 boxes on a pallet for a set box, I think it is, or whatever the odd number is per even case, times 200 pallets. Oh my goodness! And then every month they're pumping out new. And then they got this direct-to-consumer, scale-fast, Secret Lair, Rudy's Basement program. They're going to make the numbers, the earnings per share, and the numbers are going to happen. They're going to hit those goals. We may not agree with how they're going to do it, but I'm telling you all, they're going to hit those goals. You don't believe me? Ask a real financial advisor who's actually licensed at a brokerage firm, not a guy sitting in a basement in the middle of the night who can't afford to get his own haircut filled with empty fake boxes that I pretend are filled with magic cards. Right? 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 See? It doesn't move very much. Anyway, so I just wanted to comment on this whole Hasbro earnings thing. I do believe in the next 5 to 10 years, there, sure there'll be market crashes and bear markets and blah blah blah, but on a macro scale, who knows in the headwinds? But I mean, the fundamentals of Hasbro and what they're planning on doing, and how the products they're making and selling, I have no reason to believe that they are just not going to make it happen, because they have demonstrated to us that we may not agree with it, but they're going to make it happen. And that's something that a lot of Timmies have a hard time differentiating between the two. Remember, I may not agree, you may not agree, you may not like me, but you're curious on what's going on. I get a lot of viewers like that. But remember, just because we feel that way doesn't mean that's not the best course of action in the world of business. In the world of business, as a publicly traded company, I mean, I've told you all before, if I was on the board of directors of Hasbro, what they're doing right now is exactly what I would do. If I knew nothing about Magic, never even played a game, heard of what it is. Rudy, you've never played Magic. You're a liar and you're a fake. You got me. But no, I'm kidding. Anyways, if I was on a board of directors of a large Fortune 500 company, and I didn't live in a basement and I wasn't homeless without a haircut, seriously, I would do exactly what they're doing. Because I'm only going to be working for that company for 5, 10 years, maybe 15, and it's in my best interest to make the most amount of numbers on that paper to get the biggest stock bonus and quarterly bonus. Remember, they are paid out in company stock. Their base salaries are probably some sort of $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, but all the millions comes in company stock and employee profit sharing. And if those boards of directors, like Elon Musk, if they hit metrics, they literally get like 1 million shares. Literally. And they're gonna make it happen, folks. And they don't care about me. They don't care about you. They don't care about Reddit. They don't care about Mark Rosewater. They don't care about the fancy Twitter account. They don't care about political things. They don't care about different things. They don't care about what you stand for and believe in. It's strictly business, folks. None of that matters to the very, very top. I assure you that. Now, people below that, and all these different layers of management and their agendas and all these things, well, that's different. They can all try to push and do all kinds of weird crap in all kinds of categories. But the people at the very, very top, I'm talking to like the executives, the board of directors, the CEO, CFO, COO, these level people, trust me, they know what they're doing. The people below them, they know what they're doing, and they're letting their little puppets dance. They're making certain demographics and peoples and political things. They're making everyone happy, but it's about the money, folks. No matter how you feel for or against anything, it doesn't matter. It's about the money. And the people at the top are going to make it happen. Trust me, because that's their entire day-to-day life. They don't care how good or bad. Core 2020, they're not even selling that. That's out of print and no one cares. They don't care about stuff like that. All they care about is when they talk to the high-ups at Wizards, where are the metrics? How do we achieve it? What do you recommend? Well, if we do this, the market's going to give some pushback and be upset, but it'll increase revenue. Well, what about this over here? Well, we can increase the print run on this. We'll make more, but it'll devalue the cards and make people unhappy. Okay. What about this? Well, Secret Lair is growing and eventually going to be 5, 10, 20, 30% of the company, but it makes people upset. It damages credibility, but it will generate X, Y, Z. All right, let's go for it. Make it happen. Those are how those conversations happen. Okay. So, anyways, I'm done rambling on the Hasbro thing. I just wanted you all to understand that I'm not surprised. I know Wall Street seems surprised. Everyone's like, did you see Hasbro? The gaming year over year, this and that. It's like, first of all, everything is dramatic because we're comparing year over year from 2020. Okay, number two, we've talked about this. I made multiple videos on Amazon talking about margin expansion, revenue expansion, and how Hasbro is going to make a fortune. And you ain't seen nothing yet, folks. You guys think these numbers and everything? You think Hasbro at $100 a share? Again, speak to a real advisor, not a homeless guy in a basement. I'm just slinging tacos. I would speak to someone who knows what they're talking about. I sure as hell don't know what I'm talking about. But seriously, you don't think this company's not going to keep just blowing it out of the water? Bro, tater tot, waffle fries. What do you all think is what do you think is coming? You don't think Triple Masters VIP Ultra, where you open the box and a taco floats out the top and like the tomatoes float directly into your mouth? You don't even have to use hands. You don't think these things are coming? Oh, they're coming, folks. They're coming. And that's what she said. Have a fantastic night.